millions of dollars out there and beat Anderson Silva by knockout my last fight. And so they can't fathom that being a reality, and they can't fathom me beating him twice. So it motivates me. I have a lot of motivation other than that, though. You know, I got my family I have to support. I have the goals of wanting to be on top for a long time. You know, I do not want to lose this fight and go back to the drawing board. I'm not doing it. Woke up at like 192, so without even, you know, without any dehydration, without, you know, I'm still eating five small meals a day with no sodium.
It's not an easy thing. No matter who the person is, it's not an easy thing. He can get a workout in and go in the sauna and only lose 4 pounds, and then we're like, all right, tomorrow morning's got to be a little harder than tonight, or we'll just get back in the sauna for a little bit. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's a little more difficult. But at the same time, it's business. It's part of the job. They know they have to get it done. We all know, so everybody's helping out in some way.
Just no matter what, it always stinks. It's always losing. Those last couple pounds is horrible, and you know, once it gets done and it's over with, you're happy, but it's not easy. You could tell he wasn't feeling good. It's not something that's great, you know, no matter what. But this was definitely less weight than he's ever had to do today.
189. 189, please. Get on and get back on. Get off and get back on.
I'm sure I lost 7 pounds.
Go.
Lost 8 pounds.
Man. Yeah.
What up, Joe?
Good job. Positive thinking.
Nice. Good work. Oh, yeah. Whew. Thank you, Joe. That was worth it, man.
So I ended up having to cut. I went to 184, so I cut 12 pounds in the 24-hour period.
Most of the time it's quiet, but if you do get to a point where you're having like a little giggle to yourself, you don't really know what he's trying to say, but it makes sense to him, so you laugh at him just to make him feel good, just because you are a little delirious.
I think you could see at the weigh-in that when Anderson Silva looked at Chris and put his hands up, he realized this is a guy I cannot intimidate. If you got a bully mentality, that's about the worst thing you want to see. So I think it was pretty telling when he looked at Chris, and I think Chris actually just laughed at him.
He's chewing gum in his face, like all lax, Chris, you know. Anderson's still trying to intimidate him and do his bowing and stare him up and down, and Chris just chewing his gum, smiling, you know, which is pretty cool to me, and I think that's in Anderson's head that, you know, I can't intimidate this kid.
The weigh-in was just as packed as last time, you know, and I got booed. I got cheers, but there was probably more boos than cheers, and this is kind of what I'm able to expect now. Last time I didn't know what was going to happen. Seeing Anderson at weigh-ins, same thing, you know, I go shake his hand. I think he shook my hand and then did a little face-off. He puts his hands up this time. And then I go shake his hand at the end, and he didn't shake my hand. But same as last time. You know, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to always, you know, offer my opponents, you know, a handshake, and the man that doesn't shake a man's hand, you know, he's going to lose.
I mean, the last 6 months have been great. A lot of changes for a lot of people. We tried to get back to normal, and then before you know it, the fight's here. So it's been really fast, and a lot of stuff happened in 6 months.
Exciting, though, how he's balanced a lot of pressure. I mean, you know, let's face it, it was not a small undertaking that went forth 6 months ago. He beat the odds, literally.
As soon as I knocked him out, the first thing I said to him was, hey, good job, we got to do a rematch. You know, so I knew right away we were doing a rematch, and this is where we are.
Were you surprised by the reaction after his first victory, that people kind of, I guess, weren't giving him his due that he really deserved?
We talked about that before the fight. He's like, when I win, he's like, people are going to say, you know, it's whatever, blah, 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 give excuses, you know, Anderson's out of his prime, or I got lucky, whatever it is. He's like, we're going to have a rematch right away. And I want it. I want the rematch right away.
As soon as that fight was over, all I could think about was the second fight. I couldn't wait to see the rematch. I flew to LA, sat down with Anderson the following Thursday, and we ended up getting the deal done for the second fight. The way that I felt when he went down in that first fight is the way everybody all over the world felt when he went down. I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe Anderson Silva just got knocked out.
Two people with a skill set get into the cage to fight, and somebody hits the other and wins. How is that luck?
Now everyone, you know, saying you got to do it again, or was it a mistake, or well, you know, this and that. So, you know, is that pressure there? Yeah, I'm sure it is. But the guy deals really good, and he's, you know, cool as a cucumber.
I woke up thinking, oh crap, it's here. It's like this every single fight. So it's good that you could kind of adjust and get ready to know that the nerves you feel on fight day are completely different than any other day you can ever have.
Okay.
Yep, thanks, man.
But I got a good night's sleep in, and felt good to have some food in me because the last couple of days, you know, the weight cut.
The last time he was out of the cage for over a year, pretty much, just about that. And he had 2 surgeries, you know, so we were always pushing it, but we were wondering, like, how he was feeling, what was going on. This time around, he was moving like gangbusters right off the bat.
I feel when Anderson looks into Chris's eyes, I think he knows what he's dealing with. And that's a kid with more than just confidence, with a sense of destiny, where he's like, this is my destiny, this is mine now. And he sees it.
He's the champ now, you know, that's the difference. He's going in there as the champ, and Anderson's going to have to come at him and take it away, and good luck with that.
I'm set for a war. You know, I work for a war. Prepare myself to go through hell to get the W, you know, and hope for the best. Crazy feeling knowing that you're about to get locked in a cage in front of millions of people around the world, and this is considered the biggest fight of all time, and it's me.
I know for a fact that when he gets in the cage and he looks across the cage, he's not going to say, like all other fighters, oh, that's Anderson Silva. He's going to say to himself, I'm going to beat the hell out of this dude.
Let's go, Weidman. Come on, baby. Hey, guys, let's go. Weidman, ready, steady.
Quiet for the storm, huh?
Good luck tonight, gentlemen. Thank you.
You have not seen the best Chris Weidman. I believe that to be true. I think that's his focus for this fight. That's his motivation.
What goes through your mind when you're holding your kid in your arms just a couple hours before you're about to go fight?
It's just one of those things where it completely takes your mind off the fight, you know. It feels good. And then you go to battle. But, you know.
Second round, he kicked me once, I checked it, he kicked me again, and his leg broke.
What
Were you consciously trying to do the knee on shin thing tonight then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I know I didn't want him to try to feel comfortable kicking me all night. If I don't put the knee on his shin, then he's going to kick me and it's going to hurt me. So that's how you check a kick. But to break someone's leg, you know, I've never done that before. And, you know, you know, like I said, you know, I don't want to see Anderson Silva get hurt like that.
You know, Anderson Silva's been amazing. He's one of the greatest of all time, and if not the best ever. And it's a way to see him go out, but it's part of the game.
As soon as I checked it, I knew I checked it right, and I knew he's going to be in a lot of pain. But as soon as he put his foot down, I saw him fall. I knew he was done. Kind of shocked me, and I win, and I ran around.
Where I'm really proud is that he's taken this whirlwind experience and he went out of his way to really help Baldwin. But as long as his eyes are focused in the right direction, then being a champion has a great value to it. Because people forget you pretty quick when you lose.
This is the times of my life where I know I'll be looking back at someday, sitting in my lounge chair, thinking about these times, and I just want to have I want to be sitting in that chair with as little regrets as possible.
So many other people are catching on that he's just naturally a good kid. It's starting to build up that he's keeping it real. You've come a long way, baby.
It's hard for me to really look at what I've accomplished so far and be satisfied, because then it take away from the work I'm putting in now to get to where I want to be. So it's nice to see that I've accomplished something, but it's just like another plaque on the wall.